I'm working out in the yard, so I thought I'd show you what's going on. You know, next week will be 5 years since we closed on this house. So yeah, we've lived here 5 years. Time flies, huh? This is a story about walls. Walls, a little bit about grass. Yeah, the ongoing lawn battle. As you can see, there's straw in there. It's been seeded. It's taken pretty well, so we'll see what happens. But walls. See, there's this wall that runs, stone wall, runs all the way out to the front corner of the house. And there are walls all over the place here. Now, I've been here 5 years, and I'm still learning things about this place. Yeah, this has to do with walls. So, coming down the hill here, there's another wall to sort of break it, you know, so it's not such a steep slope. Give a little bit of a leveling off. And this wall is a double wall, and there's a bed of irises in there. Over there is another green spot. I put that seed down the same time as the other one, and it's taken pretty well. And I'm waiting for this stuff to come up. We still have a couple of weeks before we're even predicted having any frost, so that should be good. But yeah, okay, another wall. This wall comes down, breaks down a little bit of the slope, and there's ivy below it, and it goes over to that tree. And the ivy bed would go all the way across, about 25 feet, with a slope here to get down, which won't take grass because it doesn't get any sun. And then another wall, almost wall, down here. These are some pretty heavy rocks, but they look like they may have been formed as a wall or a break at one time, right across here. And the lot continues down there another 100 feet or so as a wedge shape on a cul-de-sac. Now, a year and a half ago, I came over to this spot over here to try and clear some brush out on the edge of my lot, off to the side of the house, the garage. And there was a pile of wood, branches, broken tree branches, just piled up here. Some good sized stuff too. I mean, could have had a bonfire. Well, I cleared it out and I found another wall. Yeah, so there's a wall there. And that goes all the way over there, around that tree, almost like a well for the tree. So, this spot over here by the ivy, it only goes to the one tree, the wall does. So I'm thinking to myself, you know, while I'm trying to get this grass to grow, it doesn't grow real well here, it doesn't have a lot of light, and that area right up in there keeps washing out. It forms a gully that comes right down to the gravel fill that's in the yard. So I thought, you know, if there was a wall, maybe they could keep the topsoil from washing down. Well, there was a wall. These stones were buried. They weren't actually a wall in this section. There's nothing underneath them, nothing like that there. But over in here, I cleared this out, and I'll put some gravel underneath them so that they sit nice and firm. They'll be above the topsoil, and I'll keep an eye on it. Now, if I can get that grass to grow, then I won't have that water washing down the hill. Proceed to this section, because I knew that there were stones over here. So, if there are stones washing over here, they're running over here, and there's a wall right here. Why wouldn't there be a wall up there? Well, there is. And if you look at it, it's like a landscaping deal. And this is a basin. Now, the ivy ran all the way across here. That was filled in. In fact, that's all the topsoil I just took out of it. And it's topsoil. So, I mean, a lot of it was what washed down the hill because this was buried. None of that stone was exposed. In fact, there was 6 to 9 inches of topsoil above that I scraped out and used as fill in that big gully that I talked about up there. So once I saw that, and I'm thinking, you know, I wonder if this was a fountain, especially since I start seeing concrete right in here. You know, I had thought maybe that this was just a place to frame for a statue. You know, sometimes you'll see holy statues. Well, once I saw the concrete, I started digging down here, thinking there might be a catch basin. But there's not. There's a huge rock that's part of the foundation, and you can see I dug down next to it, so it was not a pool. And if they had a fountain here, they probably had a tub or something that was underneath here to catch the water to cycle it back up. But look at, it's got cement around it in different spots. I mean, you can see how it's pretty well framed or shaped pretty well. And there may have been concrete in there at one time, you know. And then there's this rock. It bridges right across here and it has a gap underneath it, almost like it's meant to let water pass under it. So yeah, maybe a fountain. And I suppose if I wanted, I could line it with concrete and have a fountain, but why would there be a fountain? The house there, the edge of the lot, here, and a fountain facing away from the house. I don't know, but with all the landscaping that was going on, who knows what they had going on here. It was a couple of lawyers. Well, an attorney owned it first and passed it on to another attorney before I bought it. So I'm going to fill it back up with topsoil. There was iris bulbs in there. Some of them are right here, and they do have some sprouts coming up on them. So I'm going to put those in there, put them back. There are some of them there. And yeah, I guess I'll go back to having it be a bed. Because like I said, I don't need a fountain at the end of the house. Facing the wrong direction. So yeah, that's what I'm up to. There's a bird up there that's not too happy with me. Anyway, that's it. No weather. Ciao. Vlog on.